Hey guys, Abraham here with the Salmon Homestead, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the need to know on what to take up to Alaska when you are going to go up and commercial salmon fish. So this will be my 8th season going up to Bristol Bay, Alaska to do the salmon fishing, and I guess you would probably think of it as two things. One, what you may already have there if you've already been salmon fishing. And then the other would be is what do you always want to bring up maybe the following year. So guys, why don't you hang tight with me a little bit as I go through some of the things that I'm going to take up there, go through some of the things that I already have up there, because at the end I'm going to tell you what the most important thing I think is to make sure you always have along every time you go up and go do some fishing in Alaska. Alright, let's talk about what I have up there so far. This is a Captain Jack book. This keeps track of the tides going up and down in the different districts. And I'm going to skip right to the end because I want to talk about what I have up there. What I do at the end of the season is I make two lists. I make a list of what I have. So on this side it tells me what I all have up there. And this side over here actually listed as nice to haves. And I do that at the end of each season so I know what I have up there. So up there so far I have 8 t-shirts, and I even put my undies in 2 categories: 4 nice undies, 3 okay undies, 1 towel, 5 bottoms. So when I'm talking about bottoms, those are different style of bottoms that I can layer to give warmth or to give coolness. 3 baseball hats, 7 white socks, 6 thick socks, 3 long sleeve light shirts, 3 sweatshirts, 1 washcloth, 1 head face mask. So like think of like winter time, if you really would get cold, you could put that on. 1 pair of shorts, deodorant, toothbrush and toothpaste, and 1 flashlight. So those are the things that I have up there. One thing you might wonder is why would I go with, where was that here, white socks and thick socks. I wear the white sock, I put the white sock on first, and then I put a thick sock on second, and then what will happen is the thick sock wicks away the moisture from the white sock, so that way when I take off my boot, I will take off that thick sock, and then my white sock is nice and dry, and then I'll have another thick sock ready to go. So remember guys, you might think, why do I need so many pairs of undies? Maybe why do I need so many pairs of socks? Well, when I fly up to Alaska and then we drive the last 20 minutes to where the boat is where I stay that entire time. So we don't have like a little side hut or little building that you can go in that has a cot and you sleep in there. We sleep on the boat the whole time, and therefore we're on the water the whole time. So we're away from showers, we're away from running water, sinks, things like that, wash machines. And so you need a lot of clothes. So maybe one day you miss taking off a sweatshirt or two and you do a lot of sweating. Well, bam, maybe that one t-shirt now is going to need to go into your laundry. You pull another t-shirt. Same with the undies. Same with, maybe the socks. Maybe your boot, all of a sudden you step in too much water and the water goes over the top of your boot. Now you really wet down your sock and you're not going to be able to get that sock dry. You need some backup socks. So what I do is I look at how much I'm using each thing, and I look to when I'm possibly going to get to laundry, which for us is anywhere from July 4th to July 10th. when we switch districts. That's when we can hit the showers, do some laundry, so I normally have that as my bearing, and I look ahead to see how long I gotta wear everything to make sure I make it to that point. So that's why I would need so many different pieces of clothes along. Now that I've established what I have up there, I now have 2 bags that I'm going to take back up to Alaska. This bag is going to stay. This bag is going to go up and come back. So as you're putting things in and thinking about what you want to take up there, probably keep in mind is if you're going to bring it back, how are you going to bring it back? So for me, I want everything I'm going to bring back to be in this bag or like stuck in here and above. So that's how I think of 2 things, what's going to go and then what's possible to come back. So let's talk about, first off, maybe what is going to go into the big bag. So Renee is going to help throw some stuff off to me from the list. I make a list of different things that I think are important to be up there, and the first I'm going to talk to you is what I already have in the bag. So in the bag, you might not be able to see it very well, but I'll just put some up here. We have some little beef sticks, snack sticks. What else do we have here? Some jerky, some peanuts, some Cliff bars. These things work great because, maybe I'll backtrack on that. They're all in plastic. I'm not very fond of that, of course, but sometimes you just got to get around to different things, and that is when you need something just to go and you just need to grab and get something so you're back on the deck picking fish or whatever, you have 5 minutes before you got to throw the net out. Little things like this give you that quick energy that you need, so that way eventually when you're going to have that meal at whatever 1 o'clock in the morning, you had something that could keep you through and going to the next part. So that's all that's in here. And Renee's going to throw me some more. We have some Kind bars that are going to go in here. If you notice, these were already just dumped in here. Well, that's sort of for 2 reasons. One, there is lost space in a box. So this box, if I shake it down, is actually only full to there. So I'll just dump these in here. Number 2, we don't need stuff like this on a boat. So, I mean, I'll show you what would happen. It would just go like that onto the tender, and then tender's got to take all of our trash. So look at that, little nice little nuggets of food. You might be wondering, that is a lot of food for a guy to be eating, but this isn't all for me. There's 4 guys on the boat, so stuff like this helps keep everybody else nice and happy. They're like, hey, what else you got along? So at the moment, I'm sort of known for, like, my second bag is known for just having a lot of different foods and stuff in there that are quick. Not meal stuff, like, maybe bringing up some noodles or, I don't know, some pickles or peanut butter or bread. These are just quick items that'll go. So now that that's taken care of, let's see, what else can we put in here? I think we had some stuff that you had gotten here, right? So what was that on that list? That was the
long sleeve.
Yep, so Renee picked up a long sleeve hoodie. So this is going to be new for me. I've seen others have this. If it's really warm out, it's nice to have on just a t-shirt. But one thing I like is to have my back of my neck covered, so it's not touching the rain gear, and so that's what the hoodie part would do. So we have a hoodie. You do eventually wear out different layers of clothes, and one of those layers of clothes was like a tight style that will be able to be used for layering for whether it's colder or warmer. And let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, so this will go in the bag to stay up there, so that's why I'm just going to throw it in here. I'll probably throw this into a plastic bag so I don't lose it amongst all the candy. But Neosporin, good. You know what, if I have it along, I probably won't have any always. We don't have it along, she'll be having to send it up through a ships it fits box or something like that. So I'm not going to put it in yet. I'm just going to go into a little baggie here. And then, again, I'm not a guy fond of plastic. If I go grocery shopping, I just try to carry it all out without any plastic bags. But gallon, actually 2-gallon size bags. Why are these important? Well, what I'll do is, through the years, my other ones have started to wear out, and I'll put all my socks in here. And then another one will have all my t-shirts. Another one will have my sweatshirts. And that way, when they're in a bag like this, you just pull that whole thing out and you have all your sweatshirts right there. You're not having to rummage through. So I just reach in, I maybe have like 4 or 5 of these bags. Otherwise, if you don't have them in bags, you reach in like, where is my other pair of socks? You know, where are my undies? Where is this? It really keeps it organized. And occasionally your boat might leak and you get water to come in. If you have this in a plastic bag, you know what? It's going to keep your clothes dry, and that has helped. When we number of years back, we maybe had some leaking in by the anchor, and if a person's bag was right there and there was a lot of huge waves and you're just trying to hang on and you're like, oh, it's all settled. Then you go in your bunk and like, oh, my bunk's wet, and you're like, how's my clothes? Oh, my clothes are dry. You know, because you got them inside of a bag like this. So I do have a bunch of those along to take care of that again. So those will go in this bag as well, because these are not coming back. This is not coming back. This will stay right up there for being up there. Let's go throw it on the scale, because we would not want to go above 50 pounds. Okay, so it's got to be below 50 pounds, because that can be your second carry-on. They throw it on the scale, and then you get charged a proper amount of money. So let's check that right now. Let's see what I got here. It's right about 30 pounds?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we can still put some more in there, because we can go up to like 48 pounds would be nice. Okay, so let's look at this list here. Renee had a scooch for a moment, so I'm going to look at the list here. Maybe I'll grab one of these pens and I'll get to the pens in just later. We have the phone, SD cards for camera. I got a star by thermometer. I want to pick that up yet. Just any basic little thermometer so I can, you know, what's the temperature when I wake up? And, you know, last year I would have said we were low 40s to high 50s. What was the real temperature? I'm not 100% sure. So maybe if I have that along, I can tell you for sure. I have the big gallon bags, camera's right there, the 3 batteries. So we had the 2 batteries here with charger, and let's see here. Oh, this is the charger for the one that's in that camera, so that's in there, so I can cross that off. 3 batteries, chargers. Phone charger, so make sure I got that along. Phone charger, and feminine wipes. So I have figured out that, and these are just a cleansing wipe, but I figured out that I do 1 pack for about 5 days. So I figure out how long I'm there and just add 1 more. You never know when you may just have a day that you're in and out of your gloves a lot of sweating. You haven't had a chance to change your socks too often. So, and remember, we're not showering. We don't have a shower on our boat. So these are great there. So I have these. These guys here, however, they will stay up there. So I'm going to put those into this bag here. That's going to be a bag that stays up there. Alright, so feminine wipes. The long sleeve tee is in there. Light tights are in there. Letter and envelope stamps are in here. Oh, permit, card, and license. So in the permit, card, and license, so that would be my wallet. And so there's the permit card that allows us to have an extra 300 feet of net, so I'm going to have that in there. And then of course my regular driver's license, 1 credit card, and then eventually I'll put some cash in there as well. Okay, let's see here. Permit card, license. Oh, the Robinson coat, Robinson sweatshirt. Okay, so let me grab those. So I found out a few years back, and I saw someone else wearing a Carhartt jacket up there. I was like, wow, and they're like, it works really well when it's windy out. So I thought, I'm going to give that a shot. So the greenhouse had bought some coats a number of years back, and I wear it for, especially like when we're doing Christmas trees at the greenhouse. Gotta think here. Once in a while we're doing greens, but going up to Alaska, it works slick. You know, you don't want to always wear your rain gear. It's not that warm, and you throw this on when it's a little windy out. You're not doing fish. You're maybe driving to the tender or somewhere else with the boat, but not fishing. Carhartt style jacket works slick. Now with this, eventually I'll wear this onto the plane, or it'll be something that I will put through here, dangle here, because that will come back with me. So that's going to go right next to the bag, not into the bag yet. The Robinson sweatshirt, what I really love about this sweatshirt, and it is the only kind that I have, is it has zipper right there. So what goes in that zipper? Well, things that I don't want to fly out on the boat when you have open pockets underneath here, especially your phone, works really nice to go in a zipper. So that's why bear them back. And since I only have one, that's why it doesn't stay up there. It comes back with me. So that is going to go into here, or possibly on my body when I go. Okay. Oh, okay. So you guys saw me with the pens. Here's a whole bunch of pens. They will be used to write letters, and they will be used to write in the Captain Jack book. Remember, that's the book. Oh, right here. I was using it as a hard thing. That's this guy right here. So I'll have the next season. Phil already has mine for me. When I get up there, I will have it. But I need some pens to write with, so I'll put those in this bag just so I don't lose them. Oh, what else we have going here? You may wonder, what's my hard surface going to be under here? It's going to be books. So I have some different books that I like to take up there. One is, I always like to take up a religious book. So this is Grace Abounds by Daniel Deutschlander. What's sort of cool about this is in college, he was a professor of mine. And so this will be my religious book that I'll take up there, along with a daily devotion book. Another thing I like to take up are some magazines. So these are called Backwoods Home Magazine. And this one here talks about Grandma's Thrifty Recipes, homeschooling lifestyle, homesteading goals. This one here is the April, May, June of 2021. This was 2022, but this one's going to be the Homestead Cat, Garden Pollinators, Winter Squash, Improving Soil. Here is a greenhouse management one. So different magazines that I can take along. So let me just take this out here, put that on there. Remember, bigger books on the bottom. Now this book here. And then, let's see, what else do we have here? We have Pastury Poultry Profits by Joel Salatin. Love reading his materials. Hopefully we can get one or two of those yet from the library tonight. That's going to go in there as well. Sweatshirt in. Looks like there's still space for that. By the way, the sweatshirt is good because that will sort of go around the camera. The camera will go in here as well. What else is still left? Let's see here. We got some hair product and stuff for when I have that time to take care of myself a little bit more. Some toothpaste, some dental floss. So I think that, along with our Neosporin, let's throw that into a bag as well. Let's see, get that into there. Okay. So those go in there. And I have, oh, I almost forgot these. So these are some extra cords for the charger for the camera. And here's the earbuds. So they will help charge the earbuds in here. And the earbuds will be used for two things. One, to listen to some podcasts and devotions. And then number two, will be like a little, sort of like an earplug for a little bit, because sometimes it takes a few of the guys a little bit of time to get to sleep, and there's some snoring action going on, so that helps with that. So I will put those in there as well. Oh, extra lens, little lens. It's not as good as that one, but just in case something would happen, I have that lens. This is a Big Job patch kit. I am in my second, I guess you could say, second round of rain gear for up there. My first made 4 years. This will be my 4th year on this round of rain gear. And when you get to that point, some of your seams start to allow moisture to go through, or let's see, be my right knee. I kneel my right knee more than my left, so my right knee is wearing out a little bit. So I will use some of this glue to go across that so I can get through one more year at least before I have to buy another round of rain gear for up there. So that's in there as well. I had a old brush, and let me check here. Let's see here, sunscreen. It works just well to do like a little rub-on sunscreen, especially on the nose and on the ears. A lot of reflection off the water, so I need some of that. Oh, right on there, and they're sitting right here. You're finally thinking, yeah, I forgot about that main important thing for being up there. You know what it is? Here it is, guys. I don't even know, maybe you can see it in the picture without looking. Sunglasses. Sunglasses are very important. Why are they very important? Well, one, I wear contacts, and with wearing the contacts, I need to keep things out of my eyes. And those things would be, first thing that pops to my mind is jellies. So as the net comes up, sometimes you get into an area where these little jellies are sticking to the net. You're like, oh, they're fine, they're just dangling there. But when you take out a fish, the net is sort of like a rubber band, and it sort of snaps a little bit, and all of a sudden, like, you got stuff flying at you, and you do not want it in your eyes. And some say too, why do I have the beard? You don't want that on your skin. It almost itches, it stings. So the sunglasses really help to keep that out. Another thing, you know what, when you do have those sunny days and that sun is glaring off the water, and it just really saves your eyes, especially since you could be sunny for, 3/4, 4/5 a day, maybe from like 5 o'clock in the morning all the way till 1 o'clock at night. You could be maybe a sunny day. So got some nice pairs of sunglasses. They will go in there as well. And I think we maybe, oh, you know what? You probably saw it sitting on the bed here, and I didn't do anything with it. This is an Army blanket. So my dad would have had this in the Army years ago when he was in the Army Reserves. Okay, so it would be the Army Reserves. So he had this blanket, and this works awesome. It works awesome in two spots. One, it works awesome going through the airport, especially if you need a little bit of warmth if you're doing some sleeping. And secondly, this is what I put over the top of my sleeping bag in my bunk when I just need a little bit more warmth as well. It just works great. So that'll be something that, like I said, with the coat might go through this arm here, and then this here I put through tight through here. And then, oh, airplane too. Sometimes you've been on an airplane. Airplanes can be really chilly. That sits like that, and that sits like that. Then if I have this coat goes like that. There. that bag is basically 99% ready to go. So, oh, saw anything on the bed there? Make sure I had a good stocking hat up there. So, well guys, I hope you enjoyed sort of hearing about the different items that I have kept up in Alaska. You know, making a list, making sure I know what's on that list if I need to revise what's on that list to go up there. I have it up there, and then I have my sort of second list, all the things that are go back up there when I go up there the second time. I hope you enjoyed seeing those different things, and you know, maybe you're just like, hey, that's just like camping, or it's just like when you go, you know, up to your cabin and you're gonna do some fishing, and you always have something you want to bring up. You know, your phone, earbuds, things like that, and you're always going to bring them back. But then there's other things that stay up there. Maybe the fishing pole stays up there for the summer. Maybe the raft stays up there for the summer or something like that. So the same thing with going up fishing up in Bristol Bay, Alaska. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.